In this English lesson, I wanted to help you learn the English phrase, a textbook example. When something is a textbook example, it's something in real life that could have been in a textbook, maybe. Let me explain a little bit better. A textbook is a book you use in school to learn new things. And a textbook example is something that happens in real life that maybe could have been taught in a textbook, but we sometimes use it in a funny way. Here's a good example. If you're watching a football game, or what I call soccer, and there's a corner kick, and the person kicks it, and the ball bends nicely and goes right into the top far corner of the net, we would say that's a textbook example of how to do a corner kick. That's how, if there was a textbook that taught you how to kick the ball, that's what they would teach you, to kick it in a way where it bends and hooks right above the goalie or goaltender and goes into the net. That would be a textbook example. So the other phrase I wanted to teach you today is to set a bad example. Now, if I was to wear jeans to school or really old shirts with holes in them, that would be a bad example. I would be setting a bad example for the students. When we have students in school that don't behave, that sets a bad example for the other students. They might think because that one student is misbehaving, they can misbehave as well. So when you set a bad example, you do something that encourages other people to do the same, even though it's a bad thing. If I speed in my van, I would be setting a bad example for my own children. So to review, a textbook example is like something that happens in real life that's done so well, you think, oh, they could, if they taught this, this is how they would teach it in a textbook example. And to set a bad example simply means to do something that encourages other people to do that bad thing as well. But hey, let's look at a comment from a previous video. This comment is from, the paper got all crumpled in my pocket. I've been a number of places between school and here. Here we go. From Bryce, it's nice to see you, Unc Bob, which is short for uncle. And my response, it's good to be back in action. So Bryce, thank you for that. I picked that one because I always giggle a little bit because in some places in the world, I'm apparently known as Uncle Bob. In some Asian countries, I think it is what we call an honorific. It's a term we use when we respect someone. We might call them uncle, even though they aren't technically our uncle. So I'll take it. If you guys want to call me Uncle Bob at some point, that's fine. I have the gray hair to be like an old wise uncle, so we'll go with that. Where am I today? I'm getting water. Some of you have been here before with me. This is the place where I come to fill my water jugs. I've already filled them. You can see here that it says small container fill station. Please push and pull handle slowly, although they've replaced it with a switch now. And then you can read that if you want to take the time, hit pause. And then also, they don't like it when people hook a hose up directly to the tap. So that's where I am today. I just filled the jugs, and so we have a little bit of drinking water again for the rest of the week. We don't drink as much in the late winter, early spring as we do in the summer, but it is important. The water we have at home is not really good to drink. It's in the cistern. We do keep it clean enough for showers and for doing dishes and stuff, but it's probably not good to drink that water. I don't know if any of you live out in the country, you probably know what I'm talking about. And this is just the municipal area. Oh, where does the water come from? I forgot to mention that part. The water comes from the water tower. Way over there, that big white concrete tower, that is where our water comes from. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in a couple days with another short English lesson. Bye.